This is not normal. Okay,
very normal. Very normal.
These things
Very normal. Yes, very normal.
So it's like, and I feel like I've always said, like, I'm not gonna be that person. This is not normal. And here I am, like, you just casually drop certain things, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. What was that like
You're
for
funny,
you?
man.
No, that is actually amazing.
Listen, kiss the ring, man. Y'all know who the reigning, who the defended AFC North champs are this year.
Talk to me
Kiss
like
the
I'm
ring.
a champion.
Come on,
next time
man.
you address
Look, address me as king of the North. All right, address me as your most humble 2025 kings of the AFC North. Yeah, massa. All right, and refer to us that way for now. Just until the end of next year, okay? Yeah, put some respect with it. Oh man, and we welcome all, man. Don't matter who you rock with, man, where you come from. If you got good energy, man, this is the place to be. And if you got negative energy, good luck trying to keep that negative energy in here, all right? Because we're going to positively you to death, all right? We're going to say, well, I love you. Now what? Huh? Hope you have a great day, cloudy 80 degrees. Hope it's sunny over there, too. I hope it ain't even a breeze too much for you, unless it's a breeze to keep you cool, okay? Just so you can be cool watching your Ravens lose.
It's the off season. And I said during the season, remember I was like, enjoy the season, enjoy these games, enjoy this moment, enjoy the losing, enjoy the winning, enjoy all of it, because as soon as it's over, you don't have that anymore. And now we don't have that anymore. So now we're back to, all right, who are we going to get to coach? Who's going to be like, this is where we're at. Talk to me like I'm a champion.
You see it. Come on now. We champions over here.
Talk to me like I'm a champion.
Kings. And you heard her. All that complaining y'all was doing. It's all season time now, okay? So look, keep all that complaining over there, because you know we good, happy, and positive over here. But it's another beautiful and amazing Tuesday. Shout out to you, Tanisha, man, on this collab Tuesday, on this St. Patty's Day collab that we got going on today as well. I see you over there, rock.
I thought about that. I was like, I'm going to wear green, and then I was like, I knew you were going to, and so I was like, no, I just gotta go sexy. I can't go green, because then we're gonna be up here clashing and looking a mess. Okay, we cannot look a mess. All right, so I'm like, let me just do some subtle brown. I figured you would have green. You did not disappoint me, so thank you for that.
There it is.
But yeah, moving
anything
forward.
but black, right? Anything but black. I remember.
Oh
I got the memo.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I'm gonna start saying, like, talk to me like I'm a champion. Like, I'm just gonna randomly say that.
Talk to me like that.
Talk to me like I'm a champion. Like, what are you doing? So I love that. How are you? Got your orange juice?
Yeah, I gotta have a little orange juice. It's a perfect way to start the day. Yeah, but everything's good over here, man. Woke up to about 6 inches of beautiful snow. So yeah, shout out the snow in Pittsburgh. Shout out. Yes. It's real life.
That's so funny, because here, so they were like, oh, it's gonna get really cold. This was like at 6, and they were like, okay, tonight, depending where you're located, you might want to drip your pipes. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, is the weather okay? I need somebody to tell me if it's okay. What a mess.
It doesn't feel okay over here. I'm just gonna let you know that now. Like, as I look outside, I'm like, bro, it's really snow outside. Like get your boots type, get a little coat and a little yeah. So that was a little different. It was a little different for St. Patty's Day, but nonetheless, here we are. Another beautiful day.
I love that.
Shout out.
Since we just started, I just want to let everybody coming in. I do have on green. You just cannot see it. So I'm just saying. Welcome everybody.
Green socks. Everybody loves green socks. I'm with you, bro. Shoot, I ain't tripping on that at all. Yeah.
Why is there always this assumption that I'm not just talking about basic things?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I'm like you. I wish my socks were green. I got white socks on, but that's why I had to have a green top on. You know what I'm saying? Make it color coordinate a little bit. You feel me? We do. So let's get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The other thing is too, I was realizing as that was playing, I was like, this is literally the dog days. Like, this is like if you love football, this is like, you're like, I want the games to be back. Yes. But like, this is kind of cool to like, because I feel like we're all trying to figure out what we're doing and nobody really knows. So we're all like guesstimating, and based on our knowledge and based on this, and maybe we're going to look like this and maybe we're going to look like that. And I love that. So fun.
Nah, that makes two of us. And look, for me, I like this time of year because you don't have the same urgency of a game being 2 days away or a game being next week. And it's like, man, if we don't get this figured out, it's a loss come Sunday. Right. And now our mood is ruined for the next week to 2 weeks. Right here, it's more of feel like I'm at the barbershop. I feel like I'm at the lounge. I feel like I'm at the kickback. We feel like the game is over. It's the weekend, and we all just on the big boy couch together. Like, hey, Tanisha, how you feel about them rat birds over there doing that funny renege thing with Maxx Crosby and Trey Hendrickson? You know, be like, that's what it feel like right now. Not all right, guys. If we don't know how to stop this run in this A gap, Derrick Henry's going to run for 3,000 yards on us in 2 days. What are we going to do?
True.
Urgency. So for me, man, I love that, and it's cool because you actually, you know, you play the game a little bit. You know, you're willing to indulge in some of these off-season topics.
I love it.
At times get a little wacky, but it's like, you know what the heck else are we gonna be talking about?
It's like
fun with it. That's if
this, then that, then if this, then that, and then that's never going to happen. But if all of that does happen, then what? And you're like, I don't know. What do you think?
Yes.
It's so funny. The other thing I think is interesting is, chat, literally, like, we've come this far to come this far. You think I would lie to you, like, on a live? Like,
they said they don't believe you. They said,
you just want to see it.
They don't see it. They don't believe it.
Hey, and if you saw me, you wouldn't be able to pinch me. I can tell you that.
So there it is. There it is.
Period. Like, what are we doing? Like, I know. Listen, I don't get fooled on like April Fool's Day. Like, I follow all the rules. The only rule I kind of don't really like is the white until after Easter,
after Labor Day, or it's one of them rules. Or no,
you can't wear it after Labor Day, and then you have to wait till after Easter to wear white or something like that. That is one rule that I don't really like.
Who came up with that rule? And what's like I don't know the history behind it, because I wear white all the time. I thought it was like for like ladies, but I never really knew like what is that exact like.
Well, it's like white, like you're not supposed to wear like white pants or like, and then my thing is I want to wear what I want to wear. So how can you tell me what I'm supposed to wear because of the season? Now I just want to wear it because I want to wear it. Like, just to be like, I'm wearing it. What are you going to do about it?
So everything you just said right there with your little rebellious self, for me, I can understand that. But at the same time, I'm always torn because I'm a big, obviously, since I love the color black and I'm a fashion dude, but I love my Halloween themed graphic tees and stuff, right? And at times it'll be like mid-December, and I'm like, yo, I would love to just put on this Paranormal Activity shirt, even though I know I'm supposed to be, you know, jolly and holly. Or Valentine's Day come up and it's like, man, you know what'd be really cool? Man, how about a Michael Myers t-shirt right here? You know, we got a little red in the thing too. And it's like, but it's frowned upon sometimes, you know. So I dig you. But then it's like, man, you can't put me in a box. Man, I put what I want to put on. And that's the conflict I'm having right now with you, okay? So you know that every time I come up on the show, in my mind, in my heart, you know what I want to put on? Black, and blackity, black. Okay. And in my mind, I'm like, no, because Tanisha has done a great job of articulating her feelings and the challenge that it creates when I only wear the color black or light black or dark black or faded black or midnight black, matte black, all the different shades of black. Okay. But you catch my drift. So I'm trying to be a team player here, but I'll be like, it hurts me at times. I'm like, because I had a beautiful black shirt on earlier and it was going to be fire, Tanisha. It was hard.
Well, sprinkling it in is okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What the problem is, though, is this project that I'm working on that is ridiculous at this point, but it's going to be so fun next week. You'll appreciate it.
I look forward to it.
I'm going back and it's like, it was so, remember I was telling you offline, I'm like, there's certain clips that I just can't find. And I've realized it's because I can't track your outfits.
Light black.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm
black.
like, am I wearing like a red and he's wearing a black with green, or is he wearing a black with yellow? Like, it was so hard. And so now I'm like, gosh, we need some color variation so that I can remember like, okay, I think I was wearing a brown and he was wearing a green. Oh, okay. I know where that episode is. Yeah. Cause that's how
now you got a tie dye in here. You got a green in here. You got some whites in here. I'm gonna break out an orange, a pink. I'm giving you Roy G. Biv. Okay. I'm just going down the list. Roy G. Biv. Straight like that.
So great.
Straight up. Yeah.
It's so great. Also, now that we're talking about this, because this is about football, I have a bone to pick.
Of course, we're talking football right now. Yeah,
I have a bone to pick with you. So, first of all, on our episode with Mark, shout out to that episode. Like, that was amazing. A lot of fun, all the good things. I feel like you think that you can catch more footballs than me. And because you like on the cool challenged me a little bit, you didn't actually like finish the sentence to challenge me, but I do feel like I was being challenged a little bit in that, and I do feel like you think you could catch more footballs than me because you're the pro and I am not. And now I'm like, you know what?
Oh, no,
I
no,
need to have a
no,
conversation the next time we get
no.
together because, excuse me, like, do we need to go out in the field and like get our gloves on and like run the machine? And like, because listen, I don't care. All right. You
Look,
let me know what we need
yo,
to do and I'll be
we're on
there.
the same
Let me
page.
just say that
Look,
very
we're
clearly.
on the, look. No,
let me know what you were saying.
when I was communicating with you, I was communicating from memory, from my PTSD at times of, yeah, if you drop one pass, the consequences that would come with just one singular pass being dropped. And when you actually got to go get on that jug machine and it is, about 20 yards away and they set that thing at that right speed and you're like, oh, now catch these in a row, 10 of them. I've seen some of the best in the world. It's just really struggle. That's all I'm saying. So due to your expertise being more in the doctoral frame versus, being more of like a jugs machine, like, yo, you catch it. That's the only gives me a little bit of pause. That's all. Just little
So you think I
optimism,
can't
but a
catch?
little caution. No, you
So
see,
you
you
think I
see
can't
how
catch?
once again, you're internalizing a negative mindset, and now you're trying to project that on me. I not once said you could not do anything. Not once did I say any of that. That's you.
You're
You
right.
internally.
Your exact word was Joes versus pros.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I've
your
watched
name
that
is not
show.
Joe. But your
The
name isn't Joe.
Joes look a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. But on occasion, somebody could potentially do something out there that was, spectacular or at least entertaining. So yeah,
Okay.
But
So you think I can't catch? Okay, so let me
there you go.
let me get out.
Hey, look,
Let me get out and get some catches in on this jug machine.
What they say? They say the hurt dog will holler. That's all I be doing. All right. I've not once said anybody can't.
I am triggered. I am all of it. Okay. That does not offend me. I am hurt. I am triggered. I am bothered. I am now competitive. I am now activated. I am now like, F you. I'm going to get on that machine. I'm going to show you I can catch.
But once again, though, it is funny, though. Not once did I say anything about anybody not being able to do anything. And you see, I was like, yo, you said I can't. I got an issue with you. And I'm like, this is interesting.
Yeah, I was listening back to that. And I was like,
let the record reflect. Not once did I say anybody cannot or is lacking in the ability to. I just brought up my personal experiences.
Will you just know, okay? If it is a challenge, I am rising to the challenge, okay? I don't care what your name is, your first name, your last name, your experience, your history. I don't care. I am rising to the challenge. So,
There it is.
period.
There it is. That is funny, man. That's funny. I like that. But yeah, so full transparency, the other reason why I hardly ever want to challenge anybody is because as the athlete, everybody wants to challenge you. I'm faster than you. Oh, you think you're stronger than me? Oh, you think you cooler? Oh, you think you can jump higher than me? You think he's like, no, bro, I don't want to prove anything to anybody. So yeah, I'm with you 100%, man. You can catch like a son of a gun, all right? In fact, if you would like it, I'm gonna tell you, you catch better than Antonio Brown, and that's one of the best set of hands I've seen in my life next to Larry Fitzgerald, all right? So you catch better than both of them as far as I'm concerned, all right?
Listen, I am calm, cool, and collective. I don't start much. I don't really care. Like, I just mind my business. But I know what a challenge kind of sounds like. So, if anybody wants to try it, okay. But I'm usually pretty cool. So that's why I was like, let me address this.
Yeah. So when you think of challenges and you think of think of when you look at a monk, right? And you watch that monk, he doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't react to anybody. He has zero concern about, who's the biggest, the strongest, the richest, the prettiest, the ugliest, he's just in his own world. That's me. That literally, that is me. I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, it's a great day. It was gonna be a peace day. I have nothing to prove.
Well, listen,
I don't care. You could be better than me, you can be worse than me. It's just all up. It's all up.
Let the record reflect, anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted.
Hey, chat, y'all heard her, chat. All right, chat. She's looking for competition, okay? She's looking for somebody that wanted to test her, okay? Who think they got better hands than the doctor? Can you catch better than the doctor? That's what we need to have this thing going. Not pros and jokes. Can you catch better than the doctor? Okay, because the doctor said she got hands. She said she'll challenge anybody. She ain't ducking no smoke. Y'all heard me.
I watched that little clip
Yeah,
and I was
y'all
like,
see me?
"Did
I'm soft. I'm scared. I got 2 dogs. That's how scared I am. They say you get a dog if you get scared. I got 2 dogs. Okay, they bark. One bark a lot. All right, she might be
wait,
scared of me, but
are your
still,
dogs even do you even have, like, big dogs?"
my dogs are big. Yes, they're
Oh,
really
okay.
big. You got 2 big dogs. Yeah, yeah. What you
Oh,
mean?
for
I
some
got big
reason, I thought
dogs.
you had a little dog.
No, I got big dogs. Do you got dogs? Are you not a dog person? Wow, so you got issues with dogs now? You can't. Oh, so she don't like dog. Everybody, Tanisha don't like dogs. Oh snap! I can't wait to tell her Tanisha not a dog person. She don't be wanting to pet her doggies and be like, "Hey, little fluffy, come here, bushy, bushy, bushy.
I
Want
do
a
like
treat? Want a treat?
dogs.
Give me paw.
I do
High
like
five."
dogs, but you're trying to back me up. You're trying to back
Oh,
me up with my
that's just
original
wild,
statement. So that's
man.
why I'm
She don't
sitting
like
here
dogs.
like,
That's just crazy, bro. I just
I
thought
know
she
how
was a
this
dog
goes.
person. You know what I'm saying? Like, who isn't a dog person, man? Do you even trust person not a dog person? Are you a cat lady? Is that what this
Oh,
is
no.
now? Oh,
Mm-mm.
all right then. So
Give me a
yeah,
dog. Give me a
what
big
you got
dog.
with dogs? I got
Give me
big
a
dogs,
big dog.
man.
Give me a
Yeah,
give me a dog I
2
can't
of them
tame.
things,
I love
man.
those. Those are my
2 big
favorite.
dogs, man. My dogs ain't playing no games out here, man. Yeah, yeah. I should
Huh.
put a beware of dog sign up. I just be trying to surprise people when they pull up. Like, yo, what the heck? I'm like, yeah.
Well,
Like that one's cool. That one's
since
crazy.
you brought
Yeah.
it up when you pull up, how close is the house that is next to you?
I actually don't remember, man. And I'm not the best with like the depth. What they say, the depth perception and stuff like that. So yeah, you know how that is sometimes, man. But you know, yeah. You funny. Yeah, you slick.
Okay. All right. Just I was just curious. For no reason.
Oh,
For no
also,
reason. No
and
reason.
shout out to you, and shout out to us being on right now. We did get a breaking news, so I will just go ahead and drop this real quick. Miami Dolphins are trading Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos. Did just pop up. Since it is up here, if you want to give a quick little reaction to this thing, I suppose, since it did just happen.
For what?
They haven't put it up there. It literally is like just breaking. Okay. Yeah, Adam Schefter just announced it. So we don't know all of the details, but we do know at least personnel wise. There we go. So it's Miami's going to receive a first overall, the 30th overall pick, and the 3rd and 4th round picks, is what it says.
What?
So they'll get a 1st, 3rd, and 4th for Jalen Waddle. I don't know what they're getting. What is that? All they're sending?
They're sending Jaden Waddle to Denver.
And then Denver is sending back their 30th overall pick, a 3rd, and a 4th round pick as well. So 3 picks total, 1st, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh my gosh! What a great trade for Miami.
Yeah, I could dig it. I mean, shoot, I ain't hating it.
I don't.
30th overall pick.
Either team, actually.
I was about to say, if you're Denver, you got a proven weapon, though. At the same time, a speed guy, something that still would complement a Cortland Sutton out there as well. Mm-hmm. Gives Bo Nix another weapon, easier person to get the ball to, so you don't have to worry about being overly accurate. We know Bo Nix can throw the deep ball, and that's something that Jalen Waddle is going to do a lot.
How many draft picks do they have prior to that?
Great call. Let's find out real quick. Yeah,
I don't know. That seems like a lot of draft picks for.
That's what I thought initially as well, and I was wondering, do they still need to sign? Are they going to give him a contract extension? Because I was like, maybe that's a part of it, or is Miami taking part of the money? Maybe that's why they're giving up 3 picks. I'm like 3 picks, which I'm like, that seems like a little hefty amount, but
yeah, that's a lot.
Jalen Waddle is a very proven player, man. I mean, at 2 years ago, I think it was, you finished at top 5 in the league in receiving yards. So yeah, because it was the year with him and Tyreek actually. So yeah. He could fly.
And
let's see.
It looks like the 2026 salary is guaranteed if he's on the roster on the 3rd day of the
league year. So yeah, that should be already done then.
No, that was for 2025. So 2015.2 million becomes guaranteed on the 3rd day of the 2026 league at 15.2 million.
Pay that man his money.
They're going to have to, you would think. Do they have money? They should have money, though, because Wilson, I believe, is now off their books.
So the Broncos had 9 picks prior to this move. So they traded away their 30th overall pick, which is the 1st rounder. Their 3rd and 4th, they had the 94th overall pick, and then they had 2 4th round picks. They had pick 108 from the Saints and then pick 130. So You lose first, third, and one of your fourth. So they'll still pick second, fourth. They got a fifth, and then 3/7 right now. So yeah,
I
but you
mean,
get the receiver that you, I guess,
you get a receiver.
love in
So
this
that's a
space to do this
need.
proven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to draft one. I don't know. I still would only let them go for 2 picks, but the Broncos, okay, their O-line, it should be good. They need a tight end really bad. The Broncos need a tight end. And you know what? Maybe then for their contracts, for their team, the way they're set up, maybe it makes a lot of sense actually now that I think about it. Because I mean, they were Sean Payton's terrible decisions away
Yeah.
from potentially going to the Super Bowl.
And that was also with the
And they didn't
backup
have a
quarterback too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you're
So,
doing all
yeah,
this with
they
the
have their
backup.
quarterback. They have their
Mhm.
running backs are pretty decent. They need
Defense is
a
top
tight
notch.
end. Defense top notch. They need a tight end like bad. They can figure that out though. So maybe as I talk through it, maybe I would have done that, especially if you feel like you're a deep threat away and you need, just like some tweaks.
Yeah.
You can kind of figure that out. But listen, I can't on one hand, I have to be intellectually consistent. I can't on one end applaud the Rams for like effing them picks and going to get what you need. And then when another team does it, maybe like, I don't know. And so they needed Waddle. And I think he helped them in that conference or in that division too.
I look at it like this. Like, so I'm with F the picks. I do not care about rookies in the least bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're doing it for the right player, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You F these picks and you go trade 3 picks and it's a dude that's kind of iffy, not the same, right? We're gonna look at it really crazy. But with Jalen Waddle, I think seeing that twice a year, obviously Bills, Dolphins, understanding how explosive it is. Obviously, we know it can beat you down the grass, the deep verticals, the post, the corners. But the thing that really makes Jalen Waddle special to me is the ability to take that slant route and go 70 yards, that ability to take that casual 5-yard in route. And because your safeties are playing cover 2 or 4 where it's split and he is fast enough to beat everybody down the middle, a la Larry Fitzgerald Super Bowl running away from Troy and everybody that was on that field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what Jalen Waddle presents. And that's why throughout his career, when he's been healthy, he's been a very productive receiver. You're putting him with Cortland Sutton, so he still doesn't have to feel as if he is the only receiver out there. And it's another guy they have over there as well. If I remember correctly, let me pull. Because I know over in Denver. I was about to say, I know it's another receiver that they have, a younger guy.
Yeah, and he got hurt and he didn't. Did he not
Yes.
play in the AFC Championship game or something like that?
That's if I'm remembering correctly, but Troy Franklin, that's the one. About to say Troy Franklin out of Oregon, but I say so he was the younger boy last year. But yeah, what did he hurt though? Let me see what he got. What did he hurt? Because he was their 4th rounder from 2024? Yeah, 700-yard receiver last year. Yeah.
The Dolphins did that, but the flip side of this too is I believe the Dolphins are officially in a rebuild. They kind of were before. I think they've traded away all their assets, haven't they?
You can't be in a rebuild when you just paid Malik Willis how much you just paid him.
But they've traded. That's
the exact opposite of a rebuild. Though, if you're paying the quarterback, this is why you pay the quarterback, because we're saying, hey, you either have rookie quarterback and you pay all the options around him, or I pay quarterback a ton of money and the guys, you got to elevate them with younger players. I don't look at that as just this hard. So if it's that big of a rebuild, why would you commit that level of money to Malik Willis? That's my only pushback on it. Why commit that money to him? You could have done that with Tua. They were still showing up for Tua. They still gonna show up regardless.
I don't know. I feel like
that makes zero. Yeah, that's my only like.
Do you think this move puts them in a rebuild chat, or do you think that this move signifies that they think that they can compete? Who are they competing with?
Because they got a lot of draft picks. That's not a. I'm about to just sit here. I look at that as I'm trying to load up on young people right now. I'm saying in this trade is what I'm speaking of, right? In this trade, they just received 3 new additional picks, another 1st-round pick. So let's see how many picks the Dolphins have.
I don't know. I think now I want to look at their roster.
You got a new head coach down there as well, if I remember correctly, right? So yeah, hold on. So the Dolphins right now have. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. they had 9 picks prior to that trade with
So it gives them 12.
yeah. They already had the 11th overall pick, and now you got the 30th overall pick as well. Let me see if I can get a little cleaner version of this thing, man.
I don't know.
Shout out to the internet, man. It never wants to just make it simple for you, right? Where you can just push the button one time and everything just shows up right where it's supposed to be at. It's like, come on, bro. Why you want to make it work like this, man? Dang, go on. Yeah, so they had those 9 picks, and now you're adding the 30th overall pick. So you have 2 in the first round. You have the 11th overall pick in the second. You got the 11th overall pick in the third. You just picked up an additional third that we said from Denver was, oh man, I cut that screen off already. But we know you got a additional third round pick. So you're gonna have 3 picks in the third round. No, actually 4 picks in the third round if you wanted to. So they got some resources if they want to go get a receiver in the draft, or they want to get 2 receivers in the draft, or they want to get a running back, or however they want to do that. They got some draft. They got some capital over there. The same we talk about our 12 picks. Their picks are a little bit nicer just because of where they located at. Shout out to them for sucking a little harder, right? But geez.
Oh, okay.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't just leave that alone. Yep. just leave it alone. Just don't even mess with that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We're just gonna casually move on by. That's how you do it. All right. So their running backs, they got really good running backs, man. Shout out to them by A-Chain. All right.
They do have really good run. And I like Ollie Gordon. I don't know. I'm on team where I think they're in a rebuild. I think they're going to rebuild it because I feel like what they did. Okay. I feel like what they did is they sent away all of their high earners. So yes, they still have to pay for Tua and all of that, but they sent away their high earners. They sent away Minka. They sent away Tua. They've now sent away Waddle. The only one really left is Tyreek Hill, but I think didn't they say they're going to cut him?
Yeah, he's going to be released.
Or release him.
Remember, just the year before that, they moved on from Ramsey as well, who was another big
right. So I think they're having a fire sale, and I think with the new coach. It feels like they're going. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what they do now. Now that they've let him go, what their next move is, I feel like is going to tell me if I feel like they're in a complete rebuild or if they're just rebuilding their offense or what's going on. So, because my thing is, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna. I know if you're stopping. Yeah, because well, I know the chat are going crazy over there, but we did have one person in the chat say they think it's a rebuild. Shout out to Osmula. Shout out to Osmula, but yeah, only so far everybody else kind of got distracted. All right, they got a little.
Yeah, everybody else, it's your fault. You know how this. Come on, you know how this goes. Everybody else is like, it's like squirrel. What? Like, what did
we were just talking in football terms, okay? And it's just like sometimes this is how it comes out, and you just got to roll with it. You just got to push through it.
So that's a football term.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yes, yes.
Very interesting.
Look. We could go down this line. Everything that you hear me speak of at some point in time has come up inside of a meeting room. And yes, these reactions, of course, we all have these reactions. Okay, we're trying to be mature. We're just push through. We're just gonna push through. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
All right, I love it. I like also, it'll be interesting to see what they do next. So they have 12 draft picks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've heard some of the stuff we talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I will be honest though. I'm kind of with the chat on that one. That one caught me off guard. I was like, oh, okay. Oh,
just I could understand it. I could understand it. The amount of stuff that gets said around football, we're just like, all right, if you don't think on it, you just go with it. It's okay. When you start thinking about it too much, we're not going to say anything. Okay, we're not going to say anything. So just get it off.
See, and that's true. When you do the stop, it's like, oh, what? Oh, that didn't come out right. Yeah. So that's actually
then it catches all of us.
Yeah. Then everyone's like, well, wait, what did he say? Well. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm fascinated to see what the Dolphins do from here. I'm fascinated. What is their next move? What is their next? What are they plotting?
Because as I look at their roster, they still have some young talent. I mean, defensively, Chop Robinson is a good player, right? We talk about him. Jordan Phillips, good player. Let's see.
Bradley Chubb. Is Bradley Chubb still there?
No, I don't feel like he's going to still be there, but you still have Josh Uche. About to say he was a good player. About to say, so let's see. We're not acting as if this is a Super Bowl roster either. Let's make sure we throw that in the context.
But
we're just simply looking and saying, like, is it a rebuild or not? But the reason why I thought the Super Bowl part was this. not every team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not every team
Correct.
has a goal of I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. Some teams are
Correct.
okay with if I'm just competitive and if I win the division, it's great. Is all I'm saying. And to me, the Dolphins fall a lot more in that category than what we mentally project on them as Steeler fans. And we know how we are Steeler fans, and we know how we talk. It's like, man, we're either getting to a Super Bowl or we're wasting time.
Yeah.
That's
Well, and I
not
think too,
them. Yeah.
just for like context, I have been on record as saying, I don't know if I said it before this season, but the season before, I felt like the Steelers were in a strategic rebuild. So for me, a strategic rebuild is where you're not signing anybody to long-term deals and everybody's kind of getting a one-term deal or 1-year deal or 2-year deals. Everything's really short because when we need to move off of you, we've got to go because we're not really sure. And we're kind of trying to figure out some things. That's always been. Now I don't think we're in a strategic rebuild because now I feel like we're giving more 3 years, 4 years than we were before. I would never put the word strategic and the Miami Dolphins in the same sentence. So for me, that's a little bit of a different, it's a little bit of a different, I guess,
I think
word usage.
But no. But once again, everything that you just said as it pertains to the Steelers, it's not the same mentality for the Dolphins. You speak of a strategic rebuild, but why do you speak of the strategic element of a rebuild or a rebuild in general? You're saying to get back to a champion, but no,
right?
Not to be relevant. It's still always relevant. We're saying to get back to a championship is the mindset that we're speaking of. That is not the Dolphins. What I'm trying to connect with you on.
I don't know if a lot of people believe the Steelers are relevant, though.
I'm saying within how the Steelers are building, you heard our owner speak and say before anybody else had anything to say about this offseason, he was on record saying, I don't do rebuilds. I'm not trying to do that. So even top down, the mindset is I'm trying to get a Lombardi. We have never heard the Dolphins speak like that. In fact, it's been the other convo surrounding the Dolphins. Are you intentionally tanking? Are you not trying to win? It's usually that convo. So when I'm looking at them, I look at the Dolphins very similar to how I look at the Cardinals right now. Are you guys ever really trying to make that type of jump, that type of commitment? I don't think that they are right now, personally. I think that they're cool with, man, we're in the conversation every couple of years. We got some cool players. Man, people are showing up. I'm going to sell some tickets. I'm going to sell some jerseys. I got enough people. And they're fine with that. Almost like it's a business. Versus it being, man, I'm passionate about this sport. I'm passionate about this team, and I want this team to do whatever it takes to win. I just think that that's the disconnect when we're looking and thinking of how Dolphins are operating versus Steelers would never, under Mr. act like that. And the record has reflected that. But the Dolphins, we don't have a long man, I'm losing my signal of them ever appearing to say that, man, we're making this to go and really go after it. We thought, okay, we'll see what the Tua thing looks like. But did we ever feel like, man, they're going all in on Tua? They're going all in on it was like, yeah, you got some nice pieces right here, but we still had questions about it. That's my only, as I'm looking at this move, it's like, I don't see this being just this large step down from where they already have been the past 5 years.
Trying to be respectful. I think multiple things to be true, and I think we're having two different conversations because I believe if we did a survey with the Steelers Nation fan base, I don't believe that majority of them would think that the Steelers were making moves in the past 2-3 years to go to a Super Bowl. I believe they think a lot of it was lip service. And when I look at our competition level, and then it goes back to the same argument, we haven't won a playoff game, so how are we going to Super Bowl if we haven't won a playoff game, right? Because that's the staple argument. So in my opinion, I think words matter here. I feel like what a Rooney might say and what I don't even know the owner of the Miami Dolphins might say.
Stephen Ross, right?
Just because of their positionality, words are going to mean different things coming out of their mouths. Just because of who they are, because that is who the Steelers are. No one can argue that. As an organization, history, culture, no one ever is going to argue that. And if they do, they're probably drunk. That's fine. I think if we both agree to that original thing, that the Steelers are just in a league of their own when it's compared to the Miami Dolphins, that conversation is settled. I'm not here debating that. I'll agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I think
So now we're going to take it to end. This is now going to turn into like hyper inside Steeler Nation conversation. Then is what it sounds like we're transitioning to.
No, I'm just setting the table to say what I believe to be true. So I believe that we both agree on that standard, that our standard in Pittsburgh land is the standard of what we have. My other thing comes from, I feel like there's been some moves that have happened with the Steelers over, I'll just say 5 years I'll just say 5 years, that it's kind of like, we didn't know the plan. Like, example, if we're going all in, balls to the wall, we're going to make this happen, we're going to do this, like, why have we been crying for a wide receiver 2 for 2-3 years? Like, at what point do we just go for it and like go all in and just go for it? Then we just try to become cautionary. But I think of who our owners are and the fact that that's how they operate. So that's where I think this gets misconstrued, is I think what some people might see, and we've had this conversation about Coach Tomlin, I think what some people might see as conservative or as not wanting to make a move, because I sometimes would consider Coach Tomlin conservative, and you've pushed back on me and you've said, I don't necessarily think that's conservative. I think that that's just how he is and that's how he's coaching. I feel like that's what's happening here too. I think there's like little bitty words that might mean one thing in another context and might mean something different in a different context, because I would never sit here and say the Miami Dolphins were trying to win a Super Bowl. I would never say that. That's crazy. Like, I would never say that. And you said something about like Rudy coming out and saying like, we're going to compete. I think a lot of people also thought that was lip service because of what they've seen the past couple of years. So that's where that's where I'm kind of torn, where it's like, now, to be fair, since he has said that, I feel like we have seen different moves than we usually, because think, before last season, the Steelers really didn't do anything in free agency. It's a running joke now when we make moves and we're like, oh, we're making moves. We're in free agency. We're doing stuff here. So that's why for me, it's kind of like, I can agree with you. And I can also be like cautiously like, I'm going to nod my head and I'm just going to make sure that we're going to stay on that trajectory, because we've seen 2 years of this. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Now, do I think the Steelers want to win a Super Bowl? Absolutely. So that's why I'm like yeah. So that's why I'm like, I agree. And then I'm like,
so this is the beautiful part. And I love what you brought up. And I love how you started off when you was like, man, if I poll Steelers Nation, right? They would say, man, a large amount of them would probably be like, yo, they're not doing anything to actually compete for a championship. They're not trying to get better. So why sign Aaron Rodgers? Why go get Russell Wilson? Why get Justin Fields? Why trade for DK Metcalf? Why sign TJ Watt to an extension? Why trade for Jalen Ramsey? You catch what? Like, these aren't moves just from the player's perspective that you're doing if you're not trying to win. When I look at teams that are not trying to win and they're trying to give you lip service, they hide behind young quarterbacks in the draft. If we would have stuck with Kenny Pickett this whole time, I 100% would be exactly where you're saying majority of Steelers Nation would have perceived this to be, right? Lip service. The fact that they moved on from Kenny Pickett within 3 years of drafting him in the first round, and then you've had 3 different high-level quarterbacks that have been starters at various franchises, 2 of them being former Super Bowl champions, 1 being a former multiple-time league MVP. That, to me, is like the exact opposite of lip service. That's, man, I'm going for whatever I can get that is the best option for this year. That's what I'm doing. And fans at times, because we want that comfort, we want to know that we're going to win for the next 20 years. And the only way you can do that is having this quarterback under contract. And if you don't have him for the next 20 years, we're just wasting time. Nothing good can happen. Yet we're still winning, as we talked about even this year, right? Found a way to get back to winning the division, right? Little things. It's like, yo, all of that matters. Those are the signs that this isn't a team that's wasting time. This isn't a team that's giving you lip service. This is a team that is truly trying to do it, but they're also doing it within reason for how they approach it. They're not going to approach it like the Rams, right? And we've also seen the Rams don't have the long history that the Steelers have. They're not going to necessarily approach it like the Dolphins, where it's like you make this massive signing for Malik Willis, who on paper hasn't proven anything that would equate
100%.
to that type of contract, right? But you do that, why? It sells. Man, that's jersey sales. People are going to show up to the stadium. But that doesn't mean you're trying to win. But it doesn't also mean that you're trying. But listen, but it doesn't mean that you're trying to necessarily tank and rebuild either. You're just cool with status quo, is what I'm saying. Us as Steeler fans, we're not okay with status quo. Us as Steeler fans, our status quo is we're a 10-win team under Coach Tomlin. You're going to make a couple of runs in the postseason, but as a whole, that was where we kind of bottomed out or averaged out under Coach Tomlin, and Steelers Nation reflected and said, we're tired of that status quo, which was ours. Miami status quo was very different. Miami status quo is, man, we got something cool to show up to. You've been to a game in Miami? They do not really care about the Dolphins, man. It is just something else to do. It isn't like an event like Steeler games where it's like, yo, shut everything down, man. This is what we're here to see. So I just think that they're very different when we're trying to like make the comparisons or even contextualize it. So that's why even when we get to the fans portion, it's like, man, we can't even look at these fan-wise in the same, because we are making very different moves than what the Dolphins have been making. But even for us, it's like, yo, these are still moves that as a player, you sign up to join this because this still looks like, man, you're trying to get to that. You're not just wasting time or taking steps back, at least from our side of it. And that was based on those specific players that I named. And that's why I'm like, man, we look at since Omar Khan has taken over, right? That's when we start to see the moves, even going back to Melvin Ingram being brought over here as a pass rusher. We're like, whoa, that was kind of cool. So I don't really agree about, us not really continuing to try and go for it. It's like, yo, every year they make different moves that reflect them trying to go for it. Now, they not always produce it. And I think that's another part of the conversation that the nuance comes in. But both of those things could be true. You signing Darius Slay doesn't mean you're taking a step back. You signing Darius Slay after he's coming off of a Super Bowl doesn't mean that you're cool with where you're at. You bring in Darius Slay as a Super Bowl champ because you feel like, man, he can help get you over the hump. You bring in Patrick Peterson because you think he can get you over the hump. Not, hey, man, he's going to fall off a cliff 6 games into this thing. He's going to fall off a cliff 10 games. That's not what you're signing these dudes for. But because the result didn't equate to success, we now want to penalize the decision as, oh, you weren't trying to win. You weren't trying to get it. And it's like, that's not accurate at all, man, from my perspective. Like, these are moves where you're trying to get it. It's just the production isn't happening off of it. TJ Watt contract is another example, right? If you don't want to win, you let TJ walk out that door. You don't pay him $40 million. You pay him 40 because you feel like he's a hell of a player. He can help you out. When he doesn't produce, now we look at it and we're like, hey, bro, what are we doing here? Like, I think that both things are, and that's why the combo is the combo. Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, but again, you made all the points I was making. I think the problem though happens when I'm not comparing. I would never organizationally in a real conversation compare the Miami Dolphins.
We're past that part. We're talking about the moves. We're talking about the moves, the Rodgers, the Ramsey, the Wilson, the Fields. We look at those moves, it sounds like differently. Y'all, it sounds like from the fan side, y'all don't look at that as a move that is trying to get you a championship, is what it sounds like. And I'm saying from the player side, those are moves that we're saying, bro, you're making that move because you think that can get you there. You feel like that can push you over there compared to Kenny Pickett, compared to Mitch Trubisky, compared to Duck Hodges, compared to Mason Rudolph the first time he got a chance to start. That's what I'm specifically speaking on.
No, I don't think that's what I'm saying, though. I think what I'm saying is, yes, do we do enough? I think it's the enough piece of it. It's not that we didn't do anything. I think we all can agree we did something. I don't think I think we all can agree we did something. My personal complaint, maybe somebody else feels differently. My personal complaint is, did we do enough? And were we aggressive enough? That is always my thing. Cause I think there's different types of aggressive. Like I said, with that, why I started saying F them picks. The F them picks is the extremely aggressive way. That's extremely aggressive. That's extremely like, no, we're going in. This is what we're doing.
100% did.
Correct, right? So that is like, if we're labeling these in order of going all in, that is, you can't go any further. Cool. And then I feel like there's the there, and maybe I'll put the Steeler, and here comes the conservative word back in this,
Yeah.
and maybe I'll choose like the Steelers way. To me, is a more conservative approach, is a more strategic approach. It's more of a 1 year, 2 year, maybe a big splash, but then a couple of other a lot of little pieces. Again, not saying it's right or wrong. It's just a different,
cautiously aggressive,
cautious, conservative, whatever you want to call the word. We'll call it the word.
Right,
okay? And that's the Steelers thing. And let's be honest, some people call it cheap. Some people will call it cheap. Because that's another way. There's also a way where people get their stars. And now that their stars are in, I mean, let's look at what Seattle is doing. They've done like a hodgepodge. They've kind of drafted some. They've paid some. They let go of DK. They cleared that cap space, turned that into draft pick. So my point is everybody has a different formula. And sometimes when I look at the Steelers, I'm like, okay, is our formula the right formula? And are we doing enough? That is where I kind of feel is like, and then now if you're going to tell me, again, this kind of sounds like a joke because they have made moves in free agency, but let's act like the free agency moves haven't happened. Before the free agency moves, if you're saying to me, we want to win, we want to get better, we want to do all those things, I need to see you making moves that lets me feel like you're going to do that. Now, fast forward, we've done that. So that's where I'm kind of at. And even now I feel like where are we? We're not the Rams. Okay. Maybe we're doing it by drafting a little, paying a little, but we don't, so that's where I feel like
everything that you're saying though, to me, it still is going to go down to, if you don't win a Super Bowl, then it's always going to feel like it.
I don't think that's a measure of success.
No, I know you're communicating that it doesn't, but as a whole, the consensus as amongst Steelers Nation, from my perspective, it is that. Because even right now, we're talking about these moves in free agency, right? Hey, are you making moves to get you, closer and all these other things? Who raised their hand last year when Seattle signed Sam Darnold to that contract and said that they are for sure making a move that gets you to a Super Bowl? Nobody. Yeah. But because they won it, now we're all going to look at what they did very differently. Why? Okay. Because the result. And that's all I'm saying. I just feel like with the result, which we know only one team every year is going to win that Super Bowl. But we will look at that and say, if you didn't get that, everything now becomes hyper scrutinized. And I understand where, yes, you do scrutinize, you do criticize, and you do find different ways to improve. But at the same time, this game has proven over the duration of it, man, even the best organizations have only done it 6 times. We're all chasing it in some capacity, but it's almost like we lose sight of that. And it's literally, man, well, because it didn't work this year, it's a failure. Because this didn't work, oh, you might be close, but still not. It's like, bro, you realize like this isn't just a Steeler and Steeler only, and this is why it's broke. It's not that.
I agree.
That's all. It comes off like that, though. That's all.
Yeah. And I think too that nobody wins a Super Bowl in 1 year. Every team has to take a slow roll to get there. So I 100% get that. And I think that from what I've seen, there's a lot of overreactions and a lot of, oh my gosh, no, you don't win a Super Bowl in 1 year. You don't win a Super Bowl in one draft. You don't win a Super Bowl in one free agency. You don't, like, that's not how this works. So even just that whole thought process is so wrong. And I feel there's moments where I'm looking at the team, and again, we've done some things right that this year, even it's kind of jokey because sometimes when I see things, I'm like, the Steelers did what? With who?
Like they went, go trade for this, go sign that. You're like, all right.
I'm like, they traded.
We're making moves. Yeah.
I'm like, what did she actually say?
Yeah.
Or what did so that's why for me it's like it's an interesting dichotomy with like what's actually happening because again, Super Bowls aren't just one in one season. So
and it's funny too, and because I remember you had said this earlier about the whole wide receiver 2 thing. Right now, we're literally in the space that we were a year ago prior to the GP trade.
Right.
Remember last year we did go make the big move, do something. We did. We went and got DK while GP was here. The GP exodus was a cause and effect problem. That wasn't we want to get rid. It wasn't we moved on from GP and then we had to go replace that. No. So now a year later, when I look at it, it's like, okay, here we are again. You're still doing what? Making the move for a needed position, something that we know we need to fill. I don't have an issue with that. Now we will see how well this move works out, right? Because with DK, we thought that, hey, we were going to get more, my bad. We thought we were going to get more consistent. Yeah, I hit that by accident. We thought we were going to get a more consistent and more elevated version of what we had currently had with George Pickens, right? And unfortunately, we didn't get that in year one. And that's why, to a degree, people are even looking at that move with questions. Man, this was a dumb trade. Why would you make that trade? We're only saying it's a dumb trade right now because the production didn't reflect that. It wasn't a dumb trade when you made the move. So same with Michael Pittman. It's like we can't sit here today and say this is a great move because now we got two receivers that we feel like can produce and we feel like can make this offense more robust, maybe even add something in the draft. But then, 12 months from now, it doesn't work. We're like, oh, this was a terrible try. I can't believe it. Like,
I agree with that.
That's all. I just feel like we do that though. And I get why we do, because once again, it's the emotion part, right? We want to feel like we know it. We want to feel like we have that answer. I just don't feel like it's realistic though, man. I just feel like some of this stuff, man, it just is weird. It's football.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to just bottle it and say, yo, we're gonna get this every single time. And
correct,
this is why we do it. It's like
for one.
That's not,
yeah. The other thing is too, the Pittsburgh Toddy said, did I not hear correctly? Did she actually say the Super Bowl is not a measure of success? If you only heard that sentence, then yes, that's what I said. But in the whole thought process that I had, that is not what I'm saying. So my point is you don't just go into a season. Okay, Seattle won the Super Bowl this season. They had to do things in the season before that helped them get to the Super Bowl. And they saw some things that they didn't like. They saw some moves they needed to make. They let go of DK. They moved around on certain things. They drafted a guard. They changed a little bit of how they're structuring their offense and a little bit of how they're structuring their defense. And then it worked. So my point is like, it's sometimes, example, let's say this year we make it to the AFC championship game. And we realize once we get there, our pass rush was getting old and our pass rush just didn't quite figure it out. Was the season a failure? No, because now we know our issue was our pass rush. We got so close and it was just our pass rush. Now we tweak it and we go to the next season and we hope that that's enough to put us over the edge. I think Denver's a great example of this. Denver made it. And yes, they were without their quarterback. So it's a little, it's a little whatever. But they made it all the way there and they reevaluated their team and they're like, our defense is fine. Our running backs are fine. Our offensive line, stellar. We've got all of this figured out. We need more offensive firepower. So what do? They go fix it. You don't know you need more offensive firepower until you have a 2025. Yeah. So my whole point is a measure of success winning the Super Bowl? Of course it is. But I think in order to get there, you have to do some things that a lot of as fans and really as people, because we don't like processes. A lot of people don't like the process. A lot of people don't like the path that it takes to get there, but you have to take the path to get there. Look at Minnesota. They have Sam Darnold and they were like, this isn't Sam Darnold. KOC can make somebody good again. They let him go. Now this year they're like, oh crap, we need to go get so my point is like, it's not a 1-for-1 and nothing in life is 1-for-1. Nothing in football is 1-for-1, although we try to make it 1-for-1 so that it can fit what makes us feel good and what makes it feel comfortable. That's my whole point in having this conversation to begin with. It's not just a 1-for-1.
That's why she has a freaking PhD and she's a freaking doctor. All right, you see how she talk that talk right there, man. Yeah. Let's go. No, shout out to you though, man. This is a fun combo. Yeah. Man, and look, only you can get us talking like this on a Tuesday.
And we can all see it differently. And that's what I always say. There's nothing wrong with the way that you see it, the way I see it, the way anybody sees it.
They're valid. It's valid.
Because
both
ultimately,
sides.
And like, what do I always say, right? You throw out the most extreme, you throw out the whatever that is, whatever the negativity thing is, and it's always somewhere in the middle. There's a couple of points that you made that are 100% valid. There's a couple of points that I made that are 100% valid, and we marry it together, and that is the answer. Yeah. And that's how this goes. And if we're honest, that is what we see our team doing.
Yeah,
that's exactly. I mean, what did we yell about? We need a wide receiver too. We all know we need to fix the quarterback position. We all know, like you mentioned slightly, if Cam Hayward didn't come back, like we need a little bolster on that defensive line. We all mentioned cornerbacks. Right. And so it's like, and that's why, I just think, but again, why I love doing the show is because a lot of people don't have the ability to like use their brain. They're only using the emotion of how they feel about a situation. And but
it's good, but it's a fun combo though, and it's always refreshing. Like I said, for me to just hear the other side of it, because you've heard how, like I said, how I perceive it, but it's like, man, it is cool to also hear like, yeah, man, to us, that's still, this could be more, that could be this, and it's like, well, hold on, but this, and it's like, Yo, both things are very true, though, just depending on how you're looking at that. But as long as we all got the same mindset of we're trying to elevate, we're trying to win a championship, at least we're at
Correct.
Pittsburgh. Like I said, we don't care about what y'all
Right.
doing in Miami, Arizona, all these other places where y'all have different
I agree.
motives. All right. Here in Pittsburgh, we're trying to get another Lombardi. And I do like the
Mhm.
fact that at least fans, alumni, all of us can, hey, that's the standard we're still going to hold them to, or at
Correct.
least that's the mindset that we're still going to approach this thing with until they communicate otherwise, right? Actions or words. It's like when both of those or either one of those don't start to align, it's like, all right, 1,000%, let's do that. But they doing, they make it, they swinging.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. Can you knock one out the
Well,
park though, please?
like,
We
I
just
mean,
swinging a lot. We just missing. We
then
swinging and missing. It's
everything.
like
Yeah.
we got some
Well,
singles, got a double, but it's like, yo, we need to.
we need a home
Can
run.
we
We need a
get?
grand
Yeah,
slam, actually.
you feel me? We're. It's like, yo, I see some. That was nice. Like it was some nice moves, right? We would agree. Like, yo, Jalen Ramsey was a nice move. That was a double. All right, cool. All right, Peyton Wilson. All right, that was a double. All right, cool. This is cool. JPJ, bro, you all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how you look at it, it's like,
And like,
yeah,
if we get a different JPJ in 2026 season than we did in 2025, that means he needed 2025 to be 2026. That's the
absolutely.
point. The other thing is that I don't think we talk about as Steelers fans often is how much transition we've gone through as fans, because
Mhm.
the NFL has the NFL used to be defense, 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 defense. We were that. That's what we
Yeah.
did. Like, that's who we were. That's what we did. That's what our identity
Run the
was.
ball, play defense.
Run the ball. We've gone through a GM change.
Yeah.
We've gone through, now we have a new head coach. Now we
How many
like there's
coordinators have we had in this process?
that's what I'm saying. And so I feel like
Like,
there's a
Lord.
part of us also that is going through a change where the structure of our organization, the thing that our bread and butter really that used to make us who we are, the league kind of changed a little bit. The league went very heavy offense. The league went towards finding people. The Baltimore Pittsburgh thing used to be
Spacing
all
it
about
out.
hard hits and being aggressive and being brutal. You can't really do that anymore. And we've had to change. And I don't think we acknowledge enough how much we've had to change. It's just the process of who we are. And we've had Coach Tomlin for many, many years. Now we have an offensive guy, another change. So it's just interesting how much change we've went through. And sometimes we don't talk about all of the different changes that we've went through because it's been a lot.
Yeah, it definitely has, man. And the funny thing, and even with that, right? It's like, yo, you look at just the past 5 years, and it's like, yo, we found a way to win this division twice in the midst of all these changes, in the midst of all of this. Like, we're still a little bit more defensive heavy-handed. These other teams are more offensive heavy-handed. It's like they're still, even with the slower change, relevant, winning, successful. And those are the things that you want, as at least from my perspective, as a baseline for your organization, as a baseline for your team. The ability to at least win your division or feel like you're competing in there as rule one, because I can't get to anything else until I do that. So that's a refreshing part. But obviously, we know the next stage is postseason success, and hopefully Mike McCarthy can help us get back to that, because it's been far too long.
Yeah. And is my service going out? Is my service going out, or is your service going out?
What is that?
Can you hear me?
You know how I'm getting janky over here? Is this me? I feel like my internet getting janky. I hear you. And look, I'm in poltergeist right now. Step out the light. Don't go into the light. Dr. T, don't go into the light. Now we back a little bit.
Oh, he needs to hear this point I'm about to make. I'm just kidding. I don't have a point.
She's like, I'm not about to. Yeah, I'm with you. Don't waste no fire point right now with my internet acting all janky over here. It's me. It's for sure me, guys. All right, I got a snowstorm I'm dealing with. Yeah.
Let me make sure he comes back before I hit him with this one. I'm joking. Jeez. I don't have a point I was about to hit you with or anything. What's interesting to me is when football season is here, we always have team conversations on the field conversations. The conversation is a little bit different. This conversation to me is more about a business philosophy than it is more about football, which is cool. Because we would never have this conversation in the middle of the season. I would never be in the middle of the season being like, I don't really know what our philosophy is. I don't really know if I trust him. Like, you just wouldn't. So that's another thing.
That's literally it, though. Like you
Yeah.
like you hit it perfectly. It is literally just business philosophies. Some
Yeah.
owners look at assets very differently. They look at it as, man, is the bottom line, are we positive or are we in the negative? Others
Right.
are looking at it as, man, are my customers really enjoying what I am giving them? Then you have the ones that are like, I want to be the best ever. I want to be the
Mhm.
most highly decorated, most acclaimed business in their own space, but all
Right.
three successes are going to look drastically different to the consumer. It's going to feel different as well when you're working and going into each of these where he's trying to be award winning, he's trying to make the most money, and he's just trying to make sure his customer service is top notch, but he's not really caring about the dollar. It's like, man, all of that feels different. And we experience that we go to a mom and pop restaurant. We experience that we go to that mid-tier kind of in between. And then we go to that high-end luxury store or a luxury restaurant, right? And we can all attest to that. Everybody, mom and pop store, Applebee's, and then you go to Ruth Chris. And it's like, oh, all right, three very different experiences,
Yeah.
right? And I think that that's when we kind of forget that part because it's a sport and it's professional. It's like, no, it's still a lot of similarities in terms of how some of these dudes work mentally with this thing. And I'm just glad that here in Pittsburgh, we got us one of the ones that actually wants to be the best out. He wants to have all the awards. Like, I like that.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree with that. That's the best part about being a Steelers fan is that you know what you're striving for. You know what the goal is. I'll be honest and say I feel like now, yes, we want to win a Super Bowl. Yes, that's the goal. That's always the goal. But I feel like now this fan base is like, can we just win a playoff game, please? Like, I feel like real tears will come out of some people if we actually win a playoff game. Like, we're going to win a playoff game. They're going to cry, get emotional, think this is the best thing ever. And then in less than 24 hours, they're going to say, now we better win the Super Bowl. Like, it's going to be this, like, this amazing thing, amazing opportunity, amazing whatever. And then as soon as it's over, they're going to watch a video or two. Somebody is going to say, now we got to win the Super Bowl. And everyone, like military children, is going to follow in line and be like, now we got to win a Super Bowl. This isn't successful enough. So it's like, it's so crazy because that's how we're structured.
It's Tanisha. The sicko in me is like, I hope they don't ever win another playoff game for at least 20 years until you do right by me. I hope that's the sick. And I'm like, I don't want that because I truly enjoy like watching the squad win. Like, obviously, man, my son loves it, man. It's fun for the family as an alum. But yes, man, part of me, like I told you, I don't like, with all due respect, okay? With all due respect, me and my relationship with the fans, as they like to communicate at times, it can wear on people, right? And what we realize in life, and all of us go through it, it's all about your willingness to adjust and have grace and compromise. And I just it's not as, you know, that's not a big priority at this stage of my life right now. So at times I'm just like, you know what? I hope that they get exactly what they asked for. I hope they get exactly what they deserve. Not what they asked for. They get what they deserve. Okay. That's deep down in my heart, Tanisha. Okay. So I'm trying to work on it. And that's why I said that earlier, that line about the monk. Let me just walk over here, right? Because if you see me over here in this monk vibe, it's because I've clearly, I need to get better, okay? I need to get my life together, okay? So just let me get my life together because in my heart, Tanisha, trust me. I'm like, yeah, you bastards don't ever deserve to see success here in Pittsburgh, okay? Not at least for another 19. And I hope you be extra miserable so that way you can get all that hate in your heart out, all right? But smile while you're doing it, though, all right? Because you give exactly what you deserve, all right? Not what you deserve, okay? I love it.
As the great team player that I am, I hear you.
I'm sorry.
Yep. No, listen. And you know what? The best thing is you get to feel that way. It's the off season. No games are being played right now. You can feel however you want to feel in the off season. I understand. It is weird. It's definitely weird. And I think,
because the way you just brought it up, she said, yeah, we're going to win it. They're going to cry tears of joy. And within 24 hours, it won't even that good.
It won't even be 24 hours.
I didn't even know why you even getting all optimistic. You know, you're just going to lose next week. I mean, they won, but they only won by 2. Who did they even beat? That team isn't even good. I mean, like, what are we even talking about? I mean, it's not like you're going to win the Super Bowl. So you just lie to yourself. Oh, you're going to lie to yourself again. Oh, they won next round. Oh, now you're really going to lie to yourself. You really think they're going to win it now? Oh, yeah, it's never going to be good enough. I mean, it's not like this is Big Ben and the teams of, the 90s. I mean, or excuse me, the 2000s. It's definitely not any of them teams from the 70s. So it's just never good enough. You're like, bro, you're right. I hope you never taste it again. Don't ever taste it again. All right. That's why, at least 19 years of not tasting it.
If I was petty, I would drop people that I guarantee you, or I know I can tell you what they're going to say. I can tell you what they're going to do. I can tell you how they're going to act, because it's like clockwork. You're going to get the highest, and then as soon as they go low, you're going to go right low with them, and you're going to have to feel a certain way to be happy again. It's like, but that's why we just can't be happy with just winning. I've never lived in an experience of life where I've been around people, or I've heard people just be like, yeah, we won that game, but we should have won by 15.
Like, miserable. You like,
I've never had this.
Tanisha, just remember how they laughed and how we was laughing when we pulled it with our division championship shirts on. It's like, bro, you realize the amount of teams that don't even sell these shirts? Everybody can't even buy a division championship shirt. You can't even go to you think Miami, go to your local Dolphins team store, go to your local Walmart, go to wherever you go to at Walmart, the Piggly Wiggly, wherever y'all go to, right? Yeah. And just go try to find that 2025 division championship t-shirt for the AFC, right? If you're in Baltimore right now, if you're sick, just go try to find, you can't even find these shirts. It's like, bro, but we were in our mindset like, yo, I don't know, yo, don't be happy about that. It's terrible. We suck. We only won about one game, man, because it missed the field goal. It ain't like we blew them out and we won it, with 10 games left to spare. And it's like, we're undefeated. I mean, what are you talking like with the 1 seed? It's like, bro, we won the division. Isn't that like the first thing you try to accomplish? Win the division? Like,
I don't. That's why I always said, like, if I ever lived in a life where progress didn't make me happy, I don't even know what I would do. I think I would be miserable. I mean, it's actually, and I see this with college football too, because college football fans are a little bit more fanatical. I feel like they're way extreme. So, because like right now in college football, everybody thinks their team is going to the college football playoffs.
You better believe
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who your team is. Literally doesn't matter, because even the other divisions can get in. So everybody thinks that. And in my mind, I'm like, some of y'all might not ever make it respectfully.
Ever.
Just ever. Mm-hmm. And that's why people say to me, like, as a Texas fan, they're like, you're so arrogant, you're a Texas fan. I'm like, no, I just know how to win. I know what it feels like. I know what it is. I don't have to. I mean, and people get mad at me all the time. They're like, why don't you make more Texas videos in the off season? And I'm like, my team is so relevant. Everybody's making Texas videos.
Everybody talks Texas.
I can just make a couple here and there because everyone is doing it. And then when the season starts, again, because our attention spans, like, then everybody jumps on the hot thing. Then guess what I'm going to be doing? Every single week I'm making Texas videos because no one's going to be making them. Like, unless Arch Manning is going off, obviously, right? Everyone's jumping on that hype train as soon as they can.
Not if he's going off, when he goes off.
Anyways.
Number one overall pick coming to Pittsburgh, 2026. You know what time it is, y'all. Or 2027 NFL draft. All right, Arch Manning. Yeah. 2027.
I always tell people, you can always spot a winner by how they react to winning. And when you are shocked by winning, and when you are emotional, and when you're like all up, when you're so high because you won, that really means you didn't expect it and you weren't used to it. And that is a telltale sign. And the opposite.
So are you saying you weren't a fan of when Patrick Beverly won game, the series, and he took the jersey off it? Like,
yeah, I felt so bad for him.
Oh man, you won't feel it.
I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him, and I just felt so bad for him because I'm like,
was crying in that joint. They was really crying.
Like, this man got into the playoffs. Like, that wasn't like a game-winning shot to get to the NBA finals. Like, that wasn't. But you can always tell a winner by how they win and how they lose. And because a winner doesn't expect to lose very often. So when they do lose, they know how to handle it because they know that ain't it. Like, all the times I've lost in life, I'm like, oh, okay, this ain't this sucks and I'm pissed, but this ain't gonna last that long. So I'm okay.
We're not staying out here. I promise you we're not gonna stay out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be pissed. But Yeah, so that's why I always just say it's just interesting just to watch how people maneuver through because I'm like, oh, you're not used to it. Oh, okay, okay. So I understand. That's what this is gonna sound really petty. College football too makes me laugh with recruits because I don't make any recruiting video. I don't make any recruiting videos for the University of Texas. What
Shout
the
out
hell
to you
would I
leaving
look
the
like?
kids alone, man. Shout out to you
What
leaving the
would
kids
I look
alone,
like?
man.
Right? What
Look,
would I look
let the
like?
kids be kids, man. Look, don't be YouTubing these little kids just yet, man. Let them get a Pell Grant check. Somebody get an NIL check at the collegiate level first before you start. Man, this dude over here, he act like he only want to get PBUs. He better go right back to Arkansas.
Oh,
I don't know that
don't you even
PBUs ain't
start.
finna work over here in Texas.
Don't
I
you
know how
even-
you are. I know how it is, man. Hey,
Listen, PBUs in college. I'm gonna give you a little. Listen, if all you can do is break up the ball in college, break up the football. Okay?
Tanisha said, and Tanisha said she catch better than all you 5-star, 4-star, 3-star busters out there. All right, any
I
5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, half a star, maybe a star, maybe it was a 0-star like myself. All right, but whoever you are, okay, Tanisha, the doctor, the lady that you see right here, she feel like she up to the challenge. I see if y'all think I got better hands than her. Call up, sign her up. You know what time it is. She ain't hard to find either. She ain't hard to find. At Really Flawed, all right? She not really hard to find. At Really Flawed or IG, at Really Flawed or
right
Twitter,
now?
at Really
Okay.
Flawed or YouTube. I mean, you can't miss her, okay? You can't miss her, okay? All right.
Really, right now? Really? Thank
Just
you.
saying.
Thank you for that. Every message I get about this, I'm screenshotting it and I'm sending it over
man.
to you. I'm
Just
like,
saying,
this
man.
is for
Just
you.
saying. All right.
So,
Just
yeah.
let you know. She
Yeah.
think, hey, any of y'all think y'all nicer than her? She ready for whatever the challenge is. You think you catch better than her? She ready. You think you faster than her? She for sure ready. You think you could jump higher than her? Boy, stop.
No, you got the faster.
All right.
They got the faster. Okay, I'm not trying to pull a hamstring. All right, I gotta pay my own doctor bills. Okay, like I gotta pay my own doctor bills. You can have that
For
one.
sure ain't
You got
trying to
that
get
one.
hurt at this age. Oh no.
Mm-mm.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, you
oh,
got the faster. Yeah, you got the faster. I can't do that. I was before we joined this live this morning. I was watching. I was where was I at? I don't know. I was on Twitter, and some people were like, they had looked at some high school kids' videos, and they were like screenshotting them, and they were saying he's gonna come to our school because look at the video. I'm like, you got.
Oh.
Like I would never. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that do that. I'm sorry. Y'all have fun. Like I don't care. I am not checking a child's Instagram
Yeah,
to
that's a
get
lot, man.
clues. Those children
look,
have no idea
I
what they're
think
doing from
he's
one
coming to us.
minute.
It's like, bro,
the
hey,
next.
man, that's a 17-year-old
That's
man. He
insane.
might commit to you today. He gonna be committed to 3 other schools by next week, man.
Period.
Yeah.
And somebody comes offer him the money, he's going somewhere else.
They
So that's
get
why for
mad-
me,
and they
yeah,
get
people
mad
get
at the
mad
kids too. They be
they get
talking
mad.
spicy to
They
the
get
kids.
mad at me because I won't make videos about a guy that might come here. No,
Yes,
I don't.
so-
I'm not making
so
a
we
video
can
about
talk
you until
crazy
you
in the
wear-
comment section.
No.
We want to talk
Mm-mm.
spicy about these little kids, these little 17-year-olds. What you
Never
mean
gonna
you don't want to come from Oregon all the way to Texas? What you mean you change your mind? You want to stay close to your mommy and your daddy? What you scared? You ain't good anymore? Man, you suck anyways. We want those videos. Tanisha, come on, doc.
That's usually how it goes, right?
I
You're
already
the
know,
best
yeah.
player. You're the fastest. You're the most physical. You're going to put us over the edge. You're going to be great. Going to be great. Going to be great. Now you suck. You want a
suck.
dog anyway.
You
You
ain't
didn't want
even
to come
good.
here because you didn't want to compete.
You bum.
You wanted
Yeah.
the bag.
You just scared. Why you scared? Like, huh? How y'all draw
If
that
y'all don't leave
conclusion?
these kids alone- And then, by the way, they come to your school. They don't even play the first year. They redshirt. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? But again, that's the fanatical side of college football. So that's why a lot of people don't watch college football. So you only focus on the NFL. So you think like these conversations are like welcomed and tamed and normal because when the organization picks you, you go and you stay
Yes.
there. Like college, it's a wild, wild west out there. These kids
Yeah.
are just running loose. So
Absolutely.
Anyways.
Absolutely. See, and this is the fun of the offseason. You get to have these type of conversations, get to tap into some of that nuance, but without
Yeah.
the urgency of, hey, man, we got to break down this matchup. Who you think you like in this matchup? Man, hey, what is this? What does this team do well? What does this team not do well? We ain't got to worry about that right now. We ain't have nothing.
yeah.
We got plenty of time.
So I have a question.
Talk to me.
So
What's
I'm
up?
working on a project and I have a lot of things going on right now. If I asked you if there was an episode or something you've remembered just over our time streaming the season, what would be something or an episode or something that would immediately like pop out that you would be
What was
like,
the first thing that came to my mind was head boy and they toast. Tuesday shows where we'd be like, let's pull up my sticky note.
I always have them ready. Did we? I'll be honest. When I finally threw away that sticky note, I was kind of sad.
That little separation, little separation anxiety. Like, yeah, I missed you, man. Can you come back?
I'm like, and I've recently, by the way, I found where that originally started. By the way,
oh man,
yeah. So I found where that originated.
Which game?
You will find out next week.
I found out
where it originated. And so, yeah, that's funny. That's so funny that you said that. So, yeah, I have been working, and I'll say more about this next week because I'm hosting next week. So, I have been doing a ton of work in the background, a lot of cool things, so that next week, listen, if you're still here, if you're listening to this on playback, next week you have to be here because you will laugh. Yes. All right. I don't know how much football is going to be talked about. There will be some football. Because we like football. There will be some football, but we're going to take it back. There's going to be some things that you will see that you will die laughing, because that is what I'm currently doing as I go back through. There's so many things. To it.
I already know.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring us along so that everyone remembers where we started. By the way, the video that you keep seeing, that was like one of our very, 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 very first shows.
Ooh.
That was one of our very first ones.
Let's go.
That was one. If you notice the banner.
I do see the banner, because we sat at the top part too.
It was one of our very first shows. Yeah. So like my point is like, just think about how far we've come from are
you trying to say we got a little history, Tanisha? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to say that we're building a little bit over here, doctors? Are you trying to say that where we once were, we can't look and be like, oh guys, I can see that now we're like, we got some distance between. Shout out to the journey. I like the journey.
It's a great journey.
I gotta ask.
Should I play the clip so we can laugh? You want to laugh?
But I have to ask first though. I have to ask, okay? Because a year ago, actually a little over a year ago, I got dumped. Right, I was broken up with. I had a person that I was connected with, that I was building with, that so much of this congregation has been a part of and had a deep affinity for. They looked at it like it was Shaq and Kobe out there, okay? And just over a casual brunch, just walked out my life, and I just had this hole. Okay, I was like, oh my God, I got done. I ain't felt like that since like third grade when I wrote that little letter, and it was like, will you be my girlfriend? Check yes, check no. And it came back with the no. All right, I ain't felt like this since then. I said, just crushed me. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. So now that you bringing up this sentimental part about us also now, collabing and doing content now, coming up on a year. You know what I'm saying? We're a couple months away from a year. It's just like, are you setting me up for heartbreak? Is this what's about to happen? Are you buttering my bread just to take my bread? You know what I'm saying? Because he said let's go to lunch. He was like, let's go to brunch, and I'm like, oh, we always have fun at brunch. We always vibe. We could be here for hours. And then it was, hey, so bro, like, can we talk? And I was like, oh. It's a little early in the convo. Okay, we ain't even got the mimosa popping just yet. All right, what you got, man? Gee. So, I got a little PTSD over here. I be a little nervous. And then, they talk bad about me in the comments. They be like, he kicked him out. Why you do that? Most he ain't paying. I'll be like, I'll be nervous. All right. So, Tanisha, is this what's going on? Just tell me now, Tanisha. Just tell me now, okay?
How actually funny would that be if everything kind of lined up this way? Or like that happening next week? Like, how perfect that would actually, like, You
see it?
Well, let me just tell you something. Okay. You don't get to get rid of me that easy. All right. Like, listen, you don't get to get rid of me that easy. All right. I actually enjoy laughing and talking football. I mean, I haven't said it yet in the show, but you are like a Steelers legend.
Don't do that. What would you do it a lot now. Now you do it a lot. Now you do it a lot. Now you do it a lot.
From a Steelers legend. walking away from such a great, but putting everything kind of together. That's actually really funny that you're saying that. But no, it's actually the exact opposite. It's actually like a, let me show you how fun and crazy this actually has been. Like, let me just show you some of those things, because we've had so many moments and things that have happened that I feel like for us, it's just like, that's just what we do. We just come up here and we laugh and we giggle and we joke, and everything literally is a joke.
On occasion.
So it's like, so it's like when you see it back, it's actually funnier, because it's like, man, I remember that. Even like I said, that video, I believe that was like our fourth or fifth time.
Let's go.
So we and remember, I used to get mad. I'm like, you have this banner on my
Why
face.
you got this banner on my head? It's cutting my head. Then I gotta get it. Yep.
I'm like, I'm trying to dress cute. I can't even dress cute because I got all these things around me. And you were like, oh, yeah, that is a lot.
Man, yo, it's usually be dudes up here. You know what I'm saying? We worry about his hair stuff. All right, we just be up here just like, yo, yeah, here we are. All right.
It's so funny, but it's like, but so for me, because again, and I will share the journey like next week, because it's quite interesting, because then there's like those standout moments where it's like the Christmas tree. Remember what's
good old Stanford, man.
So there's that. Like, there's just so many.
Like, we was for real in tears behind that Stanford tree.
No,
like, tears.
Yeah.
Tears.
And I'll just say this here.
Tears. Oh my God.
I'll repeat this. I have went back by the time today ends, I will have watched all of our old episodes. All of them.
Yeah,
every single one. And I am
and they all are hilarious though. That's the other part.
I am
like,
scouring.
I don't watch any of our clips without having laughs, bro. Like, we there. Yeah.
They're so funny. And too, because sometimes the clip hits perfectly where, like, if you weren't there, you're kind of like, they're laughing, but like, what was so funny? And so you've missed like you've missed the lead up. Or I mean, do you remember? Oh my God, there's so many moments where I have been laughing watching them back, because they're even funnier on watch back, because I'm like, that happened live.
But that's the problem. You're doing too much laughing. All right. We don't do all that laughing on this here show. We serious over here, Tanisha. Okay. We talk football, hard hitting X's and O's. I want to talk cover 3. I want to talk who's the weak seam, who has the stress, where is my extra help defender. That's what we're here to talk about. You know what happens when you're the 3-4 linebacker and it's the 3-4 defense and that nose gets cut off? That means you no longer have the backside A gap, Tanisha. You got to fight like a son of a gun to get to the front side, and you better beat that guard that's climbing up on you uncovered, okay? That's what they want to come here and talk about. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear all this high, key, laughy stuff. They ain't got time for all this. We be over here just, they don't want to hear all that, okay? They hate that. Okay, they want hard-hitting X's.
So basically, you were setting me up. You were gaslighting me because you're actually breaking up with me. Shit. That's what's happening. Because you're having too much fun. So you're having too much fun. So you're like, I cannot tolerate this laughing. I want to go back and talk about the X's and O's. Okay, say less.
Everybody. They have never accused me of being the quick, just move on people. Remember, I'm a Coach Tomlin guy. They feel like I hold on to everybody's wrong. I'm supposed to be KAA. After 2 years, you're supposed to be go. I'm over here like, no, I'm trying to build for decades. But they're like, the Roman Empire lasted for hundreds to hundreds of years. Like, I want that. I don't want they had 2 years together. They went swapped over them 2 years. And he had like a year and a half. No, I don't want that. I love Nick Saban at Bama when it was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I sustained it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, using Tomlin there, that's actually really funny. I mean, what is it? Next 2 months? Yeah, in 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months of a year.
It'll be a year. What's that day?
God, my God. She said we about to have our own year. Oh my God. I'll make sure I put on like a fancy shirt with like fuchsia in it or something like this. Go put some salmon on for you on that day, all right? I wear the pretty stuff for the anniversary show. I'm just throwing it out.
What do people call it? Moab? What is that? What is that word? It's like MAUVE. What is that called?
Move.
When you wear it,
Throw that over.
show up and be like, I'm wearing mauve today. I'm showing up. Yeah, I'm showing up for our recordiversary. I don't know. I just made that one up. I made that one up. I'm showing up to our recordiversary in our mauve. Is that actually how you say that word?
I have no clue. I know the exact word we're talking about, though. I know exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at him like I have no clue how to say it.
Chat, at people at this point, people are just listening to us, so they like
you already know it. Yeah,
insane. Which you would be 100% correct.
We like, but can somebody like
type in the chat like how do you say that word? Is it mauve? Yeah. Is it mauve? Do you?
Yeah. Do you say it, or do you say it like the lotion? The solve.
Wait, what?
You got suave. They say suave. I don't know. Suave. How you want to say it? Mauve, suave, move.
Oh, you're talking about the lotion. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, maybe you pronounce it like that. I don't know.
I'm now I want to know how you pronounce that word.
Yeah.
But anyways, now that we've gone down the rabbit hole. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, and it took me a long time. I think we have like 45 or 47 total episodes. It's insane. And so so I've watched almost all of them by the end of the day today. And I would like to say I will have the one from me, you, and Mark.
Say less.
I will have it.
I look forward to it. Like I said, anytime you get to cook it up, I already know it's going to be visually appealing to me because it's like, the way that you be configuring and all, I'll be like, I don't know how she do it. So I already know I'm going to be like impressed with just the production. And then when I actually like watch it again, and then I get to appreciate like the content, because that's the thing as creators, it's like we're going to appreciate the production first. We're like, I know that's TikTok. I know that was fire. It's like, the audio actually works. I can hear it. Wow. Like everything is blending. This is pretty dang smooth. So
it makes sense.
Yes, I'm for sure going to appreciate that. But then I already know like the laughs are going to be crazy. So but it is nice to think that we've been doing this 10 days months now, man. Yes.
I think I said on another show, it's like we shout out to us, like we recorded every single game every single week, no matter what time the game was, when it was happening, what we had going on. If I was on the road, if you like had just got off the Steelers stage, like anything that was happening, we made it work every single freaking week. That is impressive. Some people can't even make things last for 4 weeks. Like we did it the entire, and we started in the preseason.
You see it? And look, it was like a 1-year contract, man. And now we extended our contract, man. Let's go, man.
Money? Well, then where's my money?
Whoa. No. I got the contract dispute. I was remember, I got dumped. All right, you ain't get dumped. I got dumped. All right, yeah.
I'm just kidding. By the way, that was a joke. That was such a joke. Like, we're not in any contracts. Like,
it is. She don't pay me enough. So if it go left, it's on her, guys. All right, because y'all be trying to put the money on me all the time. And I'm like, why y'all put this on me? Because I'm black. It's because I'm black. Playing the race card.
No, I'm going to be accused of not paying you. I will say there was a couple of people whenever we started like doing, they were like, how much did you have to pay him for him to collaborate with you? I was offended.
Feel like big fee. All right.
First of all, I ain't got it. Okay. Like,
yes, she do. Don't fall for this. Don't you listen? Don't y'all fall for anything she's saying right now. Okay. She backed up the Brinks truck. Okay. You see the light that she keep referring to? That I call that the Tanisha light. Okay. She paid for that. Okay. Tanisha paid for that light right there. Okay. So I don't want to hear none of this that she trying to explain to y'all. She got the big bag. And Hannibal Moore, we do appreciate you giving us some clarity on how to pronounce that. Mauve.
This is the talent I paid for, everyone.
Mauve.
This is the talent I paid for.
She paid top dollar for that. Mauve.
I paid.
That's my whole thing that I bring to the
freaking paid somebody to collaborate with me that can't even spell correct or read correctly.
More.
I need a refund. Oh my god, I need a refund.
So all right.
Hilarious. That is hilarious.
Let's go. Let's
That is
go.
so funny. So yeah, so no, I didn't pay him. I didn't slide him some change. I didn't do anything.
She paid, bro. Hey, look.
I only have $7 in my bank account.
She had to send a deposit up front too, guys. I need half up front before you even talk. Just send it up front so I can know it's real. All right. And then after that, then it was like, okay, now we can start having some conversation. In fact, she ain't even talked to me directly. It was put the money where it's supposed to be. Then you can talk to my assistant, okay? Then you talk to my assistant. Kind of. You can talk to my other assistant, okay? Don't you do that? Don't do that? We're not doing that. That is not what we're about to do. We're not about to do that.
A little bit of truth. Come on, keep talking.
That's not what we're about to do. You have to pay to talk. You had to pay to you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Anywho, man. Look at the time. Oh my gosh, man. How do we get here? How do we get to this one in a second?
So close.
Hey guys, hopefully everybody has just been enjoying today's show. If you have, we're streaming on both channels. So hit the like button on both channels.
That I paid for.
The subscribe button on both channels. The notification on both channels, all right?
I paid for Modes to be here. So,
she's paying for these likes. She's paying for these streams. She's paying for this notification. She paid extra for the shout out, okay? Because I charge $25 per shout out. That's what you see me say it on occasion. But then Tanisha be like, hey, don't be saying it too much now. Or sometimes she'll say you ain't saying it enough, okay? She be like, hey, bro, you know what I paid for? She paid for the premium package.
So are you the puppet? Does that mean I'm the master and you're the puppet?
No. You're Mr. Rooney. That's what this means. You're Mr. Rooney. You cut the check, and it's my job to deliver. I got to give you more production. Okay, I'm the TJ Watt to your Mr. Rooney. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I deliver more. Okay, that's my job. But you compensated me very nicely for this setup, so I do appreciate you for that. Okay, thank you so much. I'm telling you, listen. Any nonprofit out there, if y'all want to reach out to somebody, that's the lady these need to reach out to right there. Okay, she got a lot. Okay, big bag. Okay.
Of all people let to say know. All of this with all of your awards, Steelers legend. Okay. That is funny. Also, Jaron is what who contacted who first? I've always wondered that. He obviously contacted me. I'm surprised.
I scoured the earth. Okay, the earths plural, highs and lows, the middle ones too. Okay, I was like, yo, where? How can I find her? I used every dime, bro. Like I even took out a little small quick loan on the house just so I could do this. All right. I was like, look, bro, I need every resource I have to go find and make this thing work. And I got into the room. I just need to get into the room. So you know how like you've seen those movies. No, not her into the room. I needed to get into the room. And the room that I was talking about, them fancy ones with them bow ties where they come through with the cheese and the crackers. And they be like, oh, you want some more of this? Oh, you want some? And it's like, it's real like. Buttoned up, I didn't even have an outfit to wear in that joint. You know me, I only wear black. You feel me? This black tees. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go rent the runway. I had to go find one of them that was like, yo, can I borrow somebody's suit, like the used, like 2-year-old collection? And I found me something. The cufflinks weren't even cuffed up. I put a bobby pin in that joint, and it was just like, man, just walk up in here. I put on just some all black sneakers so that way it looked like a dress shoe. And I just tried to kind of bump into her, and then from there it was like, oh. Hey, aren't you that one? You do YouTube, don't you? And she was like, yeah, I actually do. And I was like, hold on now. You're a big Texas person. You're a Texas person. She was like, oh my God. And I was like, hook 'em.
So you found me, but I pay you?
Yeah, because the way that it works is after that, I had to convince you to hire me, to work with me, to collab with me. And it was like, yo, but I need, you know what I'm saying? I need a little something just so I keep the lights on. And that's why I was like, this is the Tanisha light, because otherwise the light was off. When you weren't paying me, the light, it couldn't be on, so I couldn't stream.
Can we talk? Well, I know one thing I didn't buy is those camera angles moving back and forth and shaking.
You did. You did. Because remember, you said it's been 47. How many streams have done together?
Guys and gals, when you watch TG live, when TG is sitting with Sir Arthur Motes on there on the couch, and there's multiple fancy microphones. All right. I'm not even going to put price tags of these things. Okay. You just got to pay attention. There's a fancy 2 mics. Okay. There's a computer. There's probably a switchboard of some aspect, but the most important aspect of everything is when the camera is switching back and forth and doing all of those things, that is expensive. He has money. Okay.
Listen, everybody.
I can't afford that.
I
can't afford that.
Just remember when this started to happen. We were
cannot
already 30 streams together. Okay, me and Tanisha were already 30. So I had 30 checks from her, and that was just enough to be able to take
you by the
all of.
show?
Look. So the way that
no money.
look, and the way that I was always taught was this, man. If you want to be better, you got to invest into yourself. So I didn't even spend no money on my kids. I ain't even spend no money on my wife. I ain't spend no money on food. We've been in here just drinking water and eating ramen noodles. Okay. And it's like, look, guys, you'll be okay. Chew some gum if you get hungry. Lie to your stomach. Okay. That's what we've been doing. But it's, you know what I'm saying? But it's opened up the door for me to be able to get a couple of, cameras to just help my little shindig out. Help the little shindig out. Right. How
many cameras do you have?
I can't, look. I don't have a doctorate, so I'm not I'm not as educated as you are. I don't have a PhD, so at times it's hard for me to even remember. I can't remember all the time. My angle from where I'm at right now, I can't. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm looking at this camera, this right in front of me. I see one camera right here. I'm looking right here at this camera. This is the only camera that I know.
I need to find a way to get TG and be like, how many cameras when you're recording is there up? I wonder if he would tell me. Do you think he would tell me?
This is about my pay grade, guys. This is about my pay grade.
Do you think he would tell me?
I'm just a guy that just shows up. All these cameras that you speak of, all these microphones you speak of. I see one microphone and just a little old camera over here. Nothing even crazy. Just a little, just something. Just a little something.
Two.
Just a little something.
And do you sync them?
I know you're talking about just a little something. Anywho. Look at the time. How do we get here? Oh my gosh.
Somebody said at least give Moats a gift card to get a coffee and donut tomorrow morning. I cannot believe you guys are buying this. This is a mess. This is a mess.
I keep drinking expired orange juice because I couldn't even get the good kind. I had to go find the old expired kind. Of was like, yo, can I just get that for like half off?
I just need to find out how many cameras you have.
Tanisha pays me on Thursdays.
I wonder what I have to offer TG for him to spill it.
Tanisha pays me at the end of the week. All right, I got to stream with her multiple times, and then she paid me at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gave her Sunday, then we did Tuesday, so now I get paid on Thursday. All right, so on Thursday, I'm gonna get me a donut and I'm gonna get me some coffee. So I appreciate you on that. All right, I appreciate you. You're a real one, man. You're a real one. You're a real one.
Never leave. I
appreciate you on that, man. Appreciate you.
By the way, to answer your question, Jaron, I reached out to him.
Nope. Don't believe any of this. Don't believe any of it.
And Jaron, if you don't believe this, there is a video confirming this that you will see next week. So yeah. So I wonder what I have to offer TG to him to spill it. What is TG like?
I don't know. Look, the bag that you offered me was so convincing. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the bag. Had to emphasize it with a capital.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I gotta step my game up. All right, yeah, now I have a mission. All right,
I'm ready. Yeah. So I'm ready. So all the new upgrades and all the little things that y'all see showing up on the show, all the cool video stuff. Where do you think this comes from? The money that Tanisha decides to just pay me in her spare time. She's like, you know what? I got all this disposable income here. Just take some crumbs. And that's what she does. She's like, here, just take it and go. It's here. If you want to just here, take it and get out of here. I'd be like, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate you on that. All right. And that's how I'm able to just get these little bells and whistles to just make my little show over here just be a little bit nicer. So that way everybody don't be laughing at me. They be like, man, you suck anyways, man. So I appreciate y'all. All right. I appreciate
if you're going to say I'm paying, you better freaking say, I'm getting the best of the best of the best.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to update the equipment, like slow.
Because if I'm paying, I'm paying you enough best of the best. So we need to,
it's a work in progress. I'm gonna get right. Okay,
that's right, David. I'm gonna get right. David said, don't forget the super chats you get, Moats. Exactly.
You see, and look, and that's how I'm able to keep food on my kids. You know what I mean? Their belly a little bit. All right. Tanisha pays to keep the lights on, so that way I can get this light on right here and I can go to work. All right, and then the super chats actually pays so that way I can get my little guy something to eat. So he'll be looking at me like, yo, dad, if you ain't feed me, I gotta go be the man of the house. I'd be like, hey, bro, easy, killer, easy, man. All right. So, I'm just, it's
why is Jaron saying TG needs me? What does TG need?
TG needs everybody. All right. TG we need a lot. TG everybody, because TG is TG. Remember, this is the most collected version of TG, and we love this version of TG in studio. It's perfect in studio. Just Keep coming in studio. As long as we're in studio, we good, baby. So yeah, I'm a dog.
All the cameras moving and shaking. I just love that.
Oh,
what a great atmosphere you've created. You know
listen,
what?
everybody, if y'all appreciate
one day,
that,
I wish that I could be like you. I wish that I could be just like you. Okay. And David, let me just explain something to you. Okay. That would mean I would have to go to Moats' house and sit down. That would be the most chaotic, disruptive show you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay. It would be a mess. I'm just because you think I'm like this, like
it would be a 3-hour show of all of us in here crying,
in real life,
laughing.
It is multiplied. In real life, it is multiplied because in real life, I can pick up on your body language. I can see how people are interacting with me. Yes. I can see when I make you uncomfortable. Yes. I can pick up on so much more in real life. We would literally be on for hours, and you guys would be like, "She's insane," and you would be correct. Okay.
Right. That is funny that you said that though, because literally I know we're on the back end of this thing, guys. Y'all like, yo, where are we at right now in the show? I know we just having fun. All right, guys, what you doing in the off season? But literally, me and TG was joking about that. We were like, it feels so different with you sitting on this couch when we doing these shows versus when we was doing them this way. We're like, hey, bro, we be in this thing like losing track. Like, yo, hold on, man, how long you been here? Right, we got to get up off this
now
thing,
you're
man.
just hanging.
Yeah,
you're just hanging out, and it's different. Yeah, and I, like I said, you think I'm this way, like in the camera when no one's in front of me. In person, I am way more dynamic because now, like I said, now I can see everything. Absolutely. And so now I'm like, why are you sitting like that? Or like, whatever it is. Like it would be 3 hours. Okay. And Moats doesn't pay me enough for that. So there's that.
See, look, no payment on my end. She's the one who pays. She's the one who saw the check. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. All right, y'all better stop playing with me. All right. Y'all know me. Okay.
He's saying we should do it on one of these shows.
Oh,
you can do it like it is. Just put TG on another screen.
Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. I've thought of that at times, and then I'm just like,
there's been a couple of times where we were actually going.
We flirted with this concept. Yes.
Let's be honest. The truth of the matter is, Moats doesn't trust me with TG because TG's like calm, reserved, very football-like. And I'm like,
it's a lot.
We might clash, or it might go well.
I think it'll go great. I'm just so nervous at times because with the bag that you be paying me, like if the technology or something were to go wrong, I would just be mortified that you would be so upset with me because of the bag that you be sitting over here. That's all I'm saying. All right. And I just don't want to be responsible for feeling like I'm wasting the bag that you be spending. And ladies and gents, she talks a lot about Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. You know what else is bigger in Texas?
Not his screen freezing as soon as he goes to lying, the whole screen freezes. This is awesome.
You see it?
Your whole screen froze. Nobody knows what you said.
Hey, look. You know what I said? I said Tanisha in this big bag is reflective of her being a Texas Longhorn fan who we know everything is bigger in Texas. Bags are a lot bigger in Texas, and that's why she's able to, spend the way she spends on me. So I appreciate you.
Listen, one time this offseason, we need to get me, you, and TG. Okay, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Oh, it's happening.
So
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I actually can just does he know? He has to know I'm a question asker.
Oh, it's for sure. For sure.
At any moment, I might pop off and be like, so when you're in a huddle.
Hey, look, what that mean?
How did you feel?
When you say this? Talk to me about this. It's like,
you just said something I don't understand. Can you give me a definition of? Oh my gosh, I can't help it. But anyways, so that's why yes, and maybe.
And once again, ladies and gents, as we're getting on the end of this thing, just make sure that y'all continue to tell Tanisha thank you, okay? Because none of this would be possible without the compensation that she, out the kindness of her heart,
oh God, what do you get?
decides to bless us with, okay? So we are grateful, and I am truly grateful, okay? So thank you for taking time. You're a doctor. Who knows a broke doctor? That's all I'm saying, ladies and gents. Who knows a person has a PhD and they broke, or a doctor and they broke? Y'all know doctors. Doctors is rich. All right. Doctors low key got the better setup than NFL players. NFL players, our career is like 5 to 10 years. We said the average career is 3 years. Doctor for 40 years. I'm like, yo, that doctor 80 years old. He's still doing doctor stuff. All right. So I'm just saying.
That was funny.
All right. You dig it. Okay.
That was funny. I'll give it to you.
You know it's real.
Was funny.
You know it's real.
Somebody said, what about draft week? David, I've been trying to get in Moat's suitcase for draft week for how many months?
This is facts.
Okay. Like, I will tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you publicly because I say this to most of the time. I will be in the suitcase. I will hold the camera. I will just sit there and act like I'm important. I will say whatever it is I need to say. I will wear a t-shirt.
I don't care how I got to get in.
And a lanyard. I will just follow him around and I'll look like a stalker. I don't care. Listen, if Moat said to me 3 days before the draft, come to Pittsburgh, I have some things for you to do. Guess what? I would be there. Even if I had to drive because plane tickets would be thousands of dollars because I'm broke. I would drive to Pittsburgh for the draft. Don't try me. Okay. It's not me. So don't do this. All right. Don't do this. This isn't a me thing.
Said, man. Look, she trying to once again confuse y'all. Talk about, man, she would just show up. She wouldn't just be driving. She would fly her private jet. Okay, she has a private. Okay, she has a private jet that she would get. She would fly out here. You know how she do. Okay,
no,
she's
even
a doctor.
If I could afford that, I would not. I am not.
Even if she could. Listen, even if she could.
The way my money is set up, I would not waste it on private. Jets. Okay, I would waste it. I would spend it on a chef, on a driver. Things that like pay dividends.
Time. You mean you said another chef? Because you told me about you already told me about your one chef. We said it was like Jacques or something like that, right? Jacques was just ridiculous. Oh my! So Tanisha, you ain't say Jacques. It was like Jacques. It's like Jacques. It's just Quash.
Well, listen, if it was between chartered a private plane and two chefs, give me 2 chefs.
That is wild, Tanisha. That is wild.
That is so funny. Wow. So Hannibal, let me just say something. I've said this a couple of times on this live. Okay, I've already paid back my student loans. I've already paid those back. When I say I'm in the 1% of life, I am in the 1% of life. Okay, I ain't carrying that debt. Like I've already paid back those loans, and they've been paid for a few years. So I'm just saying, I don't carry.
She said she ain't wait. That's why I told y'all, man. She paid me. I'm just glad. I'm glad that she did that because that gave her a little bit of change to spend it on me. She be like, look, man, and I know what she be spending over here. I be feeling good. Like
I ain't carrying those loans.
Dude,
absolutely not.
Look, she didn't pay me enough. I can have a Gatorade and the orange juice now. All right, guys, that's what you $2
water, $2 bottle.
Hey, look, man, hey. Okay, but none of y'all said, all right.
You were so ridiculous.
Big bag.
That's hilarious.
Right? Gatorade and water now, plus the light. So shout out.
I just want to say, like, my invitation still stands for coming up for the draft. Okay, so. You know what's gonna be funny? They're gonna see you and then like a shadow of a person. It won't be me. And they'll be like, she made it. She's
you know it. You know it.
And they're gonna be like, I know she was there. I know she was there. Y'all can't lie to me. Like that's hilarious. Funny. Yeah. Anyways,
let's go.
I don't even know what we're talking about. If you made it to the end of the show, don't
it's all good. Like it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Hopefully you have had a good day. Because I know I had a good day.
There it is. Always having good days over here. As long as we're alive, it's a great day. All right. So with that being the case, y'all heard what she said, man. So do all that on both channels. Y'all stay safe out there as well. And do you got anything? One final thing before we get all the way up out of here? Or are you all the way?
Yeah. I am ending on next week. I am in charge. And next week we are taking it back. We're going to do a throwback Tuesday. And we're going to take it back. So you will laugh. It will be so much fun. And you will enjoy it.
Who doesn't love a good throwback? We're going to treat this like a sock hop. All right, baby. It's going to be a fun little house party next week. Lego. Yeah, so with that being the case, y'all heard what she said. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. And until next time, baby. Peace.
Bye.